This world is a wonderful place. There are some places that look very beautiful, and some places that are very terrifying. In today's episode, we will look at the top 10 most terrifying places in the world, where people are afraid to go. Snake Island is one of the most terrifying places in the world. The original name of this island is Ilha de Queimada Grande. It is an island off the coast of Brazil in the Atlantic Ocean. The island is small in size, only 43 hectares, and has a temperate climate. The island is the only natural home of the critically endangered, venomous snakes, which have a diet of birds. This island is closed to the public in order to protect both people and the snake population. The island was previously thought to have a population of about 430,000 snakes. Nagoro is a doll village in the Iya Valley on the island of Shikoku, Japan. It is known for the large number of realistic dolls positioned throughout the village, which has made it a tourist attraction. In the early 2000s, Tsukimi Ayano left the area with her family when she was a child. She moved back to Nagoro to look after her father, and made a doll in his likeness. She made about 400 more dolls, and placed them in different places in the village. Today there are still about 350 of those dolls in existence in the village. Al Jazeera Al Hamra is a town to the south of the city of Ras Al Khaimah in the United Arab Emirates. It is known for its collection of abandoned houses and other buildings. It also includes a mosque which is widely believed locally to be haunted. The town was originally a tidal island, and it was home to some 200 people mostly occupied in pearl fishing. At the time, it was a dependency of Sharjah. Historically, this town has been abandoned when oil wealth gave rise to the UAE's urbanization. The Castle of Good Hope is a bastion fort built in the 17th century in Cape Town, South Africa. In 1936 the castle was declared a historical monument, and following restorations in the 1980s. It is considered the best preserved example of a Dutch East India Company fort. Built by the Dutch East India Company between 1666 and 1679, the castle is the oldest existing building in South Africa. In 1936, the castle was declared a historical monument, the first site in South Africa to be so protected. The Fairmont Banff Springs is a historic hotel located in Banff, Canada. The entire town including the hotel is situated in Banff National Park. It is a national park managed by Parks Canada. The hotel overlooks a valley towards Mount Rundle, both of which are situated within the Rocky Mountain Range. The interior of the hotel features oak beams, oak panelings and linen fold, animal carvings, plasterwork of the ceilings, terrazzo floors, and stained glasswork. Gaiola Island is one of the minor islands of Naples, Italy. It is located within the Parco Sommerso di Gaiola. The island is very close to the coast, reachable with a few strokes of swimming. Originally, it was nothing more than an extension of the promontory opposite, and it was artificially separated only at a later time at the behest of Lucullus. The island is now the property of the government. The reason why this island is called cursed is that the three owners of this island became victims of immortality after purchasing the island. Vozrozhdenia was once a small island. It was only 200 square kilometers in the 19th century. However, in the 1960s, the island began to grow in size as the rivers for agricultural projects. In 1971, an accidental release of the variola virus from the island infected 10 people, and 3 people died. During the Cold War, Vozrozhdenia Island was a top-secret testing ground for deadly Soviet superpathogens. Despite over 2 decades of abandonment, their legacy lives on. The Island of the Dolls is a chinampa of the Laguna de Texuela, and one of the main attractions of the channels. It is located in the channels of Xochimilco, Mexico. Dolls of various styles and colors are found throughout the island. Originally, Island of the Dolls was placed by the former owner of the island, Julian Santana Barrera, who passed from a heart attack in 2001. He believed the dolls helped to chase away the spirit of a girl who drowned years ago. He died close to the same spot where the girl drowned. North Brother Islands is a small island, and it is located in New York City, USA. The island was inhabited by people around 1885. In the event of an outbreak of an infectious disease in New York, the patient would be evacuated to the island. A hospital was built on this secluded island. Many patients died here during the treatment, and their death has cursed the island. Since then, people's curiosity and fear of this island have increased day by day. From then on, many people considered this island a place of death. The Capuchin catacombs of Palermo are burial catacombs in Palermo, Italy. Today they provide a somewhat macabre tourist attraction as well as an extraordinary historical record. For almost 300 years before 1920, rich people who died in the Palmyra region of Sicily were not commonly buried. They were decorated with all the interesting clothes. They were then buried in a mortuary without being buried. This archive has now become a museum of dead bodies.